Hey, what's up YouTube? Blazer Guy 1983 coming at you with a quick product review. Came across this the other day at Walmart. This is the Castrol Transmax ATF / CVT Universal full synthetic formula. Enables smoother shift and longer transmission life. It is made for virtually all automatic CVT and automatic transmissions, including GM, Ford, Toyota, Honda, and many more. As you can imagine, I was skeptical, as well as any other car guy, that especially one like myself that's pretty familiar with CVT transmissions. How can they make a fluid that works in an automatic transmission that also works in a CVT transmission, considering we've always been told they are two completely different fluids? And they are. They really are. However, Castrol has managed to find a way to make it so that you can have the additive package that's necessary for the push chain driven CVT transmissions to operate and keep them cool, as well as keep them from slipping, and work in an automatic transmission, which I think is fascinating, but also as extremely skeptical. So with that said, just want to tell you, if any of you guys out there are looking into this transmission fluid and considering it, I went ahead and was your guinea pig for you. I put it in my 2011 Nissan Altima. It's got the 2.5 liter in it, non-hybrid, and it has the CVT transmission. I've used the Castrol CVT fluid before. The older product that they offered, which was the kind that I had, was specifically just for NS1 and NS2. My particular application on my transmission calls for Nissan NS2. This one here actually claims, if you read the back here, and I'll make sure that I include a screenshot here on the video either before or after my speech here, the NS1 for Nissan, the NS2, and says it works with NS3, as well as your Dexron 6, Dexron 3, Mercron, a whole bunch of other stuff. I mean, they have Jaguar, BMW, Mercedes listed in here, Volvo transmissions. Now, they have the different specifications here, which, like I said, you'll probably want to look at the data sheet online, which you can access on their website, I believe. But like I said, I'll try to put a screenshot of this in the video somewhere. Also, it'll list all the different, I mean, we have on here Mitsubishi, which isn't a surprise because I think they use the same Jatco as the Nissan does for their tranny. Mini Cooper, we have Subaru, Honda, Hyundai, Kia. I mean, the list just goes on. So, I mean, that's actually pretty remarkable that they were able to develop a product like this that does all this. And I was very skeptical. Anytime I see the word universal, I always get a little nervous when it comes to my vehicle. But with that said, my car also has 130,000 miles on it. There is no warranty on it, so I'm not worried about voiding any kind of warranties. It's very affordable. They had it on Walmart as well as Amazon for $23.99 plus tax. And you get, in this, you get 4 U.S. quarts, or, depending on where you're watching, 1 gallon. And my particular application, which is the 2011 Altima, takes about almost 5 quarts on the dot, depending on if you're level or not when you're draining the fluid. If your car is leaning more towards the front, I get slightly more, around 5 quarts and a little bit over sometimes, depending on the type of incline you're on. You should do it on level, obviously, but that's just a drain and refill. Now, there are filters and magnets and things in the fan that should be changed. Some of the CVTs like mine also have a cartridge paper element filter that's in a cooler line. I've changed those out of my vehicle before, and they've always been extremely clean because I change my fluid so frequently that I'm actually going to just leave those filters alone. Personally, my opinion, I'm going to leave in my own vehicle for 60,000 miles, but every 30,000 I like to change the fluid in it, mostly because CVT transmissions have had somewhat of a reputation for not being reliable. And over the years of all the research I've done, as well as just owning 3 vehicles that have had the CVT in them, I found that fluid is the biggest influence as far as the performance and the life of the transmission. If you change your fluid, it makes the world of difference. For an example, as soon as I put this fluid in there, the first thing I noticed was it felt a lot more torqueier. The vehicle seemed to have more free flow to it. It didn't feel like it had as much resistance going down the road. It almost felt like I had the e-brake slightly applied going down the road before. Like I didn't have as much power and coasting wasn't as smooth. Well, as soon as I changed the fluid, immediately going down the highway, I noticed like, you know, it just felt so much more freer and everything's more lubricated now. And that could be just simply because I put new fluid in it. It may not really mean that Castrol did anything special. It could be just because there's new fluid in it. However, it is worth noting if any of you are curious. So if you are skeptical, obviously, always follow your manufacturer's guidelines. I never tell anybody to do anything that's going to make them uncomfortable, or, you know, don't ever try doing anything you're not comfortable with necessarily, because, you know, I don't want to put you in a position where you ruin something or you void a warranty. So do this at your own discretion, obviously. But in my opinion, I see nothing wrong with using this product. Like I said, if you guys are skeptical, I've got about 600 to 700 miles on my vehicle since I changed to the Castrol Fluid, and I've experienced zero issues. I checked the level a couple times since I changed it just to make sure it's on the full mark. And then in another 30,000 miles, which will be 60,000 from, you know, the previous change that I did when that comes around, I will then not only drain, but I'll also drop the pan and replace the filter and put a new cartridge filter in the cooler line again. So if you guys are interested in those types of videos, or you'd like to see how CVT fluids change, specifically in a Nissan application, head over into my channel here. I got a couple playlists for my Nissan Altima repairs, as well as some CVT playlists to show you how to change fluid and stuff. Definitely some good information out there if you're thinking about trying to tackle this on your own as a DIYer. But the whole principle behind me making this video was the fact that I had absolutely nothing out there that was talking about this universal fluid Castrol, and maybe one or two people out there had videos on it, but there wasn't really any details. So I just wanted to reach out to you guys and let you know that if you have a CVT and it is listed on the back of this bottle as being compatible with your vehicle, I personally have not had any problems with it. So if you are considering it, use me as the guinea pig. You may want to try it. Once again, that's at your discretion. Just letting you know that I personally have put it in my vehicle and have had no problems with it. And I'm actually quite impressed, like I said, with the performance, as well as the how it feels more torquey than it used to feel as far as, you know, get up and go. So definitely something to consider if you're looking for a more affordable option out there. Castrol makes a whole line of great products. I'm not sponsored or paid by them in any way. I am simply making this video with money spent out of my own pocket. And something also worth mentioning, if you are just doing a drain and refill, it's probably not a horrible idea to buy some extra fluid. Like my particular application took 5 quarts. They didn't sell these in the quarts, they only sold this in the gallon size. So I bought 3 of these gallon size jugs and went ahead, drained, filled the fluid, got it on the full mark, drove it for about 100 miles, went back home after, well, not in the same day, but over a couple days, went back home, drained it, and refilled it again. There's a lot of passages, like such as through the valve body, through the torque converter, the variators, the cooling lines. You know, the whole transmission has a whole bunch of nooks and crannies, as you will, that store the transmission fluid in it that you're not getting out without, you know, doing a few drains and refills. So most dealers actually are known, at least the dealers around me, they'll actually drain and refill it 3 times. They'll fill it up, run it, drain it. They'll do that, you know, twice. They'll drain it and refill it just to try to get as much fluid out of there as possible. So they'll do 3 drain and fills, you know, so which I think is a little excessive. My particular transmission, I forget the exact capacity for it. I've read in some places that it's 12 quarts. I've read in some places it's like 8 or 9 quarts. I'll have to look it up. I don't know off the top of my head. So there's obviously some fluid that's still residual, you know, even inside the filters and stuff too. So it's probably not a horrible idea, especially if you've never done the fluid change before and this is your first time ever changing it, to get as much of that fluid out of there as you can. And this stuff here is affordable enough that, you know, it is sort of wasteful because you are probably going to be dumping, you know, trash and a bunch of the new fluid that's in there. But that's going to help clean it, and that's going to help get most of that old residual stuff out there and have a lot less mixing. Some manufacturers or dealers will tell you, oh, you can't mix transmission fluid brands, blah, blah, blah. Just take it from my experience, you know, do what is going to make you comfortable. But from my experience from owning CVTs and doing several CVT fluid changes of my own, I've never had a problem where I just do 2 drain and refills and I know there's going to be some residual in there. You're not getting everything out. You never will, unless you completely disassemble the transmission and let each individual component drain, which nobody's doing that. You could probably do a flush. I don't really see anybody that offers a service like that, especially around here. I would imagine it's something you can do. I've always been curious about that, just like they do in the automatic transmission where they hook it up on like a bypass machine and they hook it up to the cooler lines, go into your radiator, for example, and they circulate the old fluid out and the new fluid in. So I don't know if that's something you can do on a CVT. I don't really see anybody doing that out there. I don't see why you can't, but it's not a service that's offered around me that I know of, that I can find. Most places won't even touch these CVTs. They're terrified of them. They call them a quote-unquote closed unit in lifelong fluid. Well, lifelong is how long is the transmission going to live for? That's the life. If you get 100,000 miles out of it because you didn't change your fluid, well, there's your life, So I feel like CVTs get a bad rep. I feel like they're way more reliable than people give them credit for. I just don't feel that they're driven correctly, or people aren't maintaining them correctly, or they're towing with them. I feel like something, not saying you can't get a faulty one, and I'm not saying that they have not had their known issues, because trust me, there are some junk issues out there, with CVTs. I am not denying that. However, I feel like some of that stuff, even if you have a known CVT that's supposed to be a problematic model or version of one, it still can't hurt to keep the fluid changed. You might get a longer life out of it. In fact, I can almost guarantee you that you probably would. It's just something you have to think about. It is a maintenance item that's often overlooked, and when you have stuff like this out there, especially if you're DIY and you're trying to save a few bucks, and you don't have a warranty that you're dealing with, and I don't even know for sure if this would void a warranty. Who knows? The only thing I'll mention too, though, is this fluid is red or pink. So CVT fluid's usually brown or green. So that might throw some red flags up if somebody were to maintenance the vehicle after you, or you tried to get a warranty claim. They're going to see the red fluid and assume that you put automatic transmission fluid in there, which you should not do that, obviously. So that is worth noting that, if that's going to be a concern, then don't use this product if you don't want it to be pink or red, I should say. But other than that, I would say give it a thumbs up. No problems. I will report in with a future video if I have any problems. Or maybe I'll just make another video just saying, hey, I'm not having any problems. We'll see. But with that said, yeah, go for this if you're interested. And I'm not sponsored or paid by these people in any way. I just figured there was no other video out there that I could find that really gave any information or gave you any kind of sense of security as if this product is safe or not. And here I am. I'm going to be the one to be the guinea pig for you. So hope this video helps you out. If it does, please comment, rate, subscribe, and, share this as well. If you feel this video is helpful or you got any information it might be for somebody else, what they're looking for, feel free to share it, and get some comments going here. I'd like to hear what you guys think. And if you use this fluid, let me know what your experience is. So thanks a lot for watching, guys. Have a wonderful day.